So we finally decided to move to the south of France. It was a quite difficult decision, but we got through it. We were first packing all our things. We had so many things in our house that we had to get rid of and find the essentials that we wanted to pack down. So finally we came to like 4 bags for the kids and essentially like 5 bags for us. We packed them in boxes so it would be easier for us to transport them. We had a shipping company move the clothes and the essential stuff from our home to France, and then we had 4 bags, as you see. They were in our car. They came into the car, so we were getting those things with us when we were driving down there. Here you have my girl cleaning the rest of the things. We also had to find some time just to go do other stuff than packing the whole house down, because that could be a little difficult for our kids. When you are having kids on a trip like this, like a moving, essentially they have to leave their school and start a new school, and they wouldn't know exactly what they were going into. So we had to like slowly get them to understand the situation, and of course have a nice time while doing it. So initially we decided to clean the whole house so we could rent it out if we wanted to do that, but we just moved before planning all these things because we were not sure about we were gonna stay in France or are we gonna come back. So we were heading off to France one beautiful morning, and we set off to Paris. We had my mom with us. She hadn't seen Paris, so we had to initially, of course, make a stop in Paris. And it was a nice trip because we had 2 stops on the way. We had a stop in Germany, and then we had a stop in Belgium. So finally we came to Paris, and I wanted to see the Latin Quarter, so we actually found a nice accommodation in the Latin Quarter itself. So we were just right above it, and we could look down to the streets from the windows, and we could see like so much movement, and it was really nice for our kids. They were really happy, and it was a really good weather in France. And after visiting Paris, our plan was to go to members who were living in France, so we could visit, go out and spend some weeks there, because the kids still had their vacation, summer holidays. And we were really, really happy to do this and make this stop on the way to the south of France, where we were initially going to live, because it was really good weather, and they just loved it. Paris is just so amazing. So much life going on, and so many inputs, and like the way of people, good food, and really, really nice weather. It was amazing time. and we were all having fun and experiencing architecture and history. And of course, nighttime was amazing in Paris. We saw the Eiffel Tower once again in the daytime, and so we moved further down south, and we could have fun and relax and enjoy the summer. This is our apartment from the outside, leaving further down to the south and to the side of France. This magnificent view. So we had already furnished apartment because we didn't want to move all our things from Denmark to begin with. We didn't know what we were expecting. We didn't have an idea of the area or how it would be, and how big the apartments were. This was a really, really nice accommodation. So we had booked this place for 1 year, and we were supposed to find a new place in June the following year. But this was amazing because there is a garden attached to this apartment, and we were on the ground floor, so our kids could be outside, and this was something we prioritized because we were used to having a house with a big garden. So we didn't want to lock them in too much, so they didn't feel a transition from one another in a bad way. So we really had a lot of time, summer nights, summer days outside in our terrace, and we could actually stay out until mid-October, and then it became a little bit more colder, the weather, but I mean colder in sense of you had to wear a pullover and not wear shorts. Finally it was the day where they had to start school. So we were so excited to see how it would be, and in between the school days we would have in France there are 4 days of school, and every Wednesday is a day off, so we would go to the park and even go to the beach every weekend. The boxes came from Denmark, so we were really happy to receive them. And so this was kind of the beginning of our new adventure, and hopefully we are going to love it, and we are going to explore a lot, experience life here, and learn the language.